Well, hey, folks, welcome to another episode of Anything Goes on Our Show. I'm Tuck. Kara's out there doing the essential thing, and I just wanted to get something out there today and check in with y'all. I hope everything's going well. Bunch of garbage in the news, I'm not talking about it. Bunch of stupid things, stimulus, all this stuff. We don't do that. So I kind of been going through what are people looking for other than the negativity. We're not doing that. So I talked with Kara, and with her being busy, I wanted to just post a few minutes up. And the things I noticed out there are just cuckoo stuff we're not going to talk about. So we want to keep it upbeat. So I decided, with all the bad things going on, I was going to get on here real quick and just talk to you about comedy. Because I'm a stand-up comedian. Now, where my bread and butter was prior to this stupid pandemic we're going through was internet marketing. So comedy really has been a big relief. However, with the pandemic, which I don't want to name, that slowed everything down. Basically, people aren't going into the clubs like they used to, and it's just not the same. But instead of talking about the negative aspect, I'm going to talk about how people in general, friends of mine, acquaintances, they think they're funny. We'll be at a party, we'll be hanging out, smoking some weed, drinking, whatever, having a good time. And everybody thinks they're funny. And you know what? A lot of people crack me up. They say some funny stuff. But the difference between comedy on stage and performing and being funny at a party, two different demons there. Now, my partner, Kara, she's funny. This woman's witty, and she's going to comment on this show. And by the way, comment below. Let me know what you think. We need subscribers. We want to grow. So subscribe below. Click the bell so you can be notified when we're on. And check us out, because anything goes on our show. Now, I'm going to smoke my little pipe over here, my little vape. It's what I enjoy to do. I'm going to hang out with you. I got my fruit punch, whatever, in my cup. And we're just going to chill. Because what I want to do is positive stuff. And I'm not going to give you my whole bio and tell you some boring stuff about how great I am and I made it. It's not the deal, man. Hey, there's so many people that want to be in comedy, it's just ridiculous. So, I've had my day in the limelight, if you want to call it that. I've had some shows, done some fun stuff, been on video. Woohoo! But the problem is you don't know if you're funny unless you get out there and try. So what I want to do is encourage you, because there's still a way out there. Things are still open. So if you really want to know you're funny, a lot of people don't know about open mic nights. Now, there's a lot of people that are my friends that are going to see this, and they're going to be like, Derp, I know all about the open mic nights. But you got to work your way up. You got to start at the bottom. And you're timed on your shows. And generally when you're doing open mic night, it's a 5-minute scenario. So you got to have everything timed. And I suggest you rehearse everything right down to the minute. Because there's a good friend of mine. He works at the Improv. I hope you don't mind me dropping your name. It's Jay Guy. Wonderful comedian. This guy's one of the biggest up-and-comers I know. Big influence to me. Very successful. Excellent man. And he told me, if I want to become a serious comedian, I need to put the work in. And I've got some funny material, and I write my own stuff, and I've made many people laugh, and there's a way about me that I come across right, and I know how to reel the audience in and control the audience. But this is me. That's talking about me. I want to talk about all the rest of you, because, there's so many people out there making an effort, that there's so many gems that are in the rough that we don't even know about. So get out there. If you like to be social, you like to get out to these clubs, look for open mic nights. Give a call to the place. Get on a list. Prepare some material. If you write your own jokes, especially, it's funny. People want to hear that stuff. If you project yourself properly and you get a following, you can grow. You just need to bring people to certain shows. Some shows require to bring 10 people, 5 people, 3 people, because that's how the venue makes their money. Because, here's the problem. You don't get paid. You get exposure. So you got to put together a list of stuff. So it's tough to be funny. And then you're under the gun. You got pressure on you. And basically, if you put it all together and you got your 5 minutes, you got to have these jokes timed completely. Because let's say you get to the end of the show, and the person I mentioned, Jay Guy, will tell you, because he hosts the improv shows for open mic nights, new faces, if you will. He'll tell you, man, you get to your time limit, we'll give you a little window. But if you surpass that time, man, the lights go off. And all of a sudden music starts to play, and you're taking a walk of shame. And there's times too, if you bring extra people, guidelines hit you up, maybe you had a good show, it's been heard about, you'll get some minutes added to you. And you got to figure that in upon something that you've already basically rehearsed. Because unlike this show, anything goes. I can say anything I want to. I can switch to how do you plant watermelons and how to make them grow. It doesn't matter. Anything goes on a show. I just wanted to pick a topic because I saw it was trending. People are looking for something to do. Now, I don't know if the world's closing down again. I don't care. It's not up to me. I have no control of anything. But I can control your attitude. And I can tell you, comedy's a funny release. And if you got some funny things that you can write down, you can act out, you can put some improv into it, you can work with the audience and make them laugh, it's really a good feeling. I mean, if you can get past the anxiety of getting on stage and then present yourself, it's amazing. It really is. I've had a lot of fun with it. And some, authenticism. I don't even know if that's a word. Authenticism, be authentic. Write down your stuff. And, it doesn't all have to be true stories, but it helps with starting with the truth. I know that's a lot of my comedy. I like to storytell. And people like to hear a good story. So if you're sitting at a party and you're drinking some beers and you're all having a good time and you could tell a good story, it don't even have to be funny. I mean, I don't know how many people are still here. If you are, please click below, subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications because we're going to get funny as hell here. We got some stuff planned. And again, Kara's not able to be here because she needs to make money. We're in a rough time. She's doing the best things she can do in order to make money. Well, I'm blessed. I have the time, and I'm able to make another show just to give you some hope. So comedy is what I picked. And again, if you feel funny, I could give you a list of people I talk to. Really should go out there and make an effort at this because who knows who the next one to be selected is going to be. I mean, we all know who the big names are. I'm not telling you to strive for that. I'm trying to get you to strive for some happiness, to find some sort of a fulfillment in entertaining people. Because in my comedy, just the way my wit, the way I go about it, I can be compared to many comics, but I'm unique to my own self. I don't ever repeat jokes. Now, I've been known to tell jokes from others, but I give credit to them. But if you're that kind of person, I'm just here to tell you, listen, man, there's a hope. There's going to be a future. There's going to be a way to get out there and express yourself in a comical fashion. You can use this crap that's going on around us because here we go again with the toilet paper. I mean, Lord knows I'm making some pretty good money on just the investments in the toilet paper right now because I knew it was going to get blown out. Why? I guess we're going to shit ourselves through the pandemic. I don't get it. But the point is, I can sit here and write jokes and tell you jokes and just become another comedy channel. That's not what I want to do. I want to help everybody out. If you got questions or something and what can I do? How can I come across? I'm writing this and, how does this come off as a perspective? I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to not just critique you, but help you because people want to charge you like in a school. And I don't think I'm the best comedian. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatric professional person. I'm a guy. I can make videos. I can communicate well. I speak clearly. You can understand me. And no, I don't speak Spanish. But anyway, and Kara is like the most improvisational person I could possibly desire as a partner. So as we continue as a team, this is where it's going to come to fruition. This is what I'm looking forward to. But I'm just telling you, based upon searching, being an internet marketer, looking for trending things other than this political crap or even religion is starting to trend, we're not going to get into things like that. That's all opinionated. I don't believe we have any control in anything. It is what it is. We're not going to go there. Totally non-biased, I guess would be the word. But when it comes to funny, I know funny, man. And I like the belly laugh when I laugh. So it's all good for me. I enjoy it. Tell me something funny, and I will let you know. And if it's stupid, I'll tell you, listen, you could always back it up with this. This could be your punchline. And if you fall on your punchline, do a reel back. Ask the people, why didn't you laugh at that? Did you know how hard I worked on that? It took me so much time. You didn't even laugh at that? I mean, come on. Make something funny in the reel back, and you'll get a chuckle. And it's going to make you feel good. And this is about going into the limelight. This is about you getting your 5 minutes up there because it gets addictive to you at points. And you're going to want to go from show to show to show. And right now you can still do that. And things are closing down. And, we got Miami, Dade, and Broward and all that here in Florida, which is tightening up. I don't know where it's going. And to be honest, I've been doing more podcasts and interviews and staying on the internet. I've been running posts on Facebook like games. A lot of you, my fans out there that are going to be watching this, I run some crazy posts and I interact with you. To me, that's comedy because there's some funny stuff that comes off of there. Feel free to check out my page. Tuck Harrison is my Facebook page. I have 5,000 subscribers. And basically my friends list is full. But you can still message me. And maybe I can make room for you with people that are stagnant because I love to coach. I mean, I want something positive to do with the time that's going by because I hope for a better world. I don't care what's going on with the presidency. I can't control it. I don't care to tell you who I voted for or didn't vote for. None of that has to do with it. It has to do with making oneself feel better. And I just know this. Here's another terrible statistic I touched upon. Suicide rates are through the roof. I mean, let's not give up, folks. I mean, we're going through some tough times. I'm going to hit my pipe on that, and this is not marijuana. Kind of wish it was. It is Girl Scout cookies mint. Anyway, with that said, let's look ahead. Let's try to think of fun things to do. How do you occupy your time? Because we seem to be coming into a situation where we're going to need time. We're going to need entertainment. Now, I'm taping this show. So underneath, after you're watching this show, and hopefully you're subscribing to us. Hopefully we build our audience, and we can build and build and build. And we have ideas for what you want to see, because we want to go out interviewing. We want to go to restaurants and recommend restaurants. If it comes back down to where we're doing curbside service, we want to know where to send you. I started this off with comedy and kind of went into a circle. That's what I do. Kara's not here to sidekick me. She'd already be in on this, throwing something at me. And that is one of the wittiest people I know. And here's a fact. She's not a comic. It's natural for her. And she's one of the most intelligent women I know. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So that's why I want to encourage you to come back, because I'd like to have a good time. I'm not going to waste your time with a bunch of jokes. And you've probably seen my video out there. It's been all over the place. It's been shared a bunch of times. I'm not bragging. I'm saying it feels good. Even through these times, it's even shown more. And my last good video that I shot was at the Improv in February 23rd of 2020. That's a long time ago. So don't shoot for that necessarily. Just shoot to get out there and get exposed. Go sing some karaoke. That's a lot of fun for me. I go out there and do that all I can. It's a good time. If you like drinking, go out there and party a little bit, man. Because one of the new jokes that I wrote, I'll share a joke with you. I don't know how funny it's going to be. I'm not talking to an audience, but this took some thinking. This is a true story. I go to a bar when we first got out of this initial lockdown, and I was excited that I was going to get to go to a bar, and I got one right down the street from my house. I'm excited I'm going to go drink at a bar. I prearranged it to have a couple of my buddies there. I knew we were going to get lit up, drink a lot. Now, with it said, we meet there, we go right into drinking. Now, I drove. I could have walked. I could have Ubered, anything. I'm there to get hammered. Selfish, whatever. So I'm pounding them down, and the night's going by, and it's time to close down. Things have just started over. They're wrapping things up early. Well, I'm buzzed. It's still daylight. I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and walk home. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to get a DUI. It's not that far to my house. I'm a fat guy. I need the exercise. I leave, and I'm walking home staggering. I'm staggering home. It's terrible. Next thing you know, I'm walking, and the day's just beautiful. I might as well hit some mushrooms or something, too, man. It was psychedelic. I mean, I was wasted. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the scenery, and I'm looking at the clouds, because I'm out. I'm out of the house. It feels really good to be out of the house. And then I get to walk by this beautiful forest on the way home, and I'm looking deep into the forest, and I actually saw a deer, and it was beautiful. I mean, I can keep going with this, but I look deeper in, and there's this huge lake, and it's a beautiful lake, but I look in there, and there's all these people in white robes. And there's a man at the end dunking the people under. Now, we go Christianity on this. I'm drunk, not thinking clearly, but I'm being led to go to this shore, basically, of the water. Staggered myself towards the shore. Buzzed out of my mind. Man looks up at me that's dunking people under the water, and he says, "Hey, son, have you found Jesus?" I says, "No, I didn't find Jesus. What's up?" He says, "Come in here. Clothes and everything. Walk on in the water." I says, "Cool, man. What's up?" I get next to the guy. He says, "You're going to find Jesus now, son." He takes my big ass, dunks me under the water, holds me there, pulls me up. "Did you find Jesus?" I says, "No, man, I didn't." He goes, "Well, you're going to find him now." He dunks me back under the water again, pulls me back up. He goes, "Did you find Jesus now?" I says, "No, man, I didn't." You're going to find Jesus now, my boy. You're going to find him right now, son. Holds me on it for even longer. He brings me up. I'm drunk as hell. He says, "Did you find Jesus yet, son?" I says, "Man, are you sure this is where he fell in?" That's where I get twisty with the comics. That could be funny or not. But that's pretty good right there. I don't care who you are. It works on stage. Just use your mind. Keep it real. Enjoy yourself. Think positive. My co-host is going to get me. This was meant to be a short little doodad, which is a little code for my friend Kara. She'll come back. We'll talk about what a doodad is. Just thank you for joining the show. Please subscribe to our channel. We got some great things coming. Thanks for watching, and we're here to help you out. So comment below. Let's know what you want to see, because the sky's the limit. Anything goes on our show with Tuck and Kara. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great one.